my name is Sarah and welcome to the Bookish Knitter and welcome to another daily reading vlog. Today is Saturday. Happy Saturday, everybody. It's the 8th of March and I think it's International Women's Day today. Is that correct? If it is, happy International Women's Day to every other woman out there. So yay on that one. What else? Yeah, so sorry for no vlog yesterday. Yesterday was a day of trying to get things done. Trying to get some things organized and get some things dealt with and what have you, and that's all been done and everything's good now. So thank you. That's all I'm gonna say. I do not want, that's all, just thank you. That's just, yeah. Anyway, moving on. So, not much on the docket. Well, actually, today's going to be a fun day. So later on today, my auntie is coming over, my aunt, my mom's sister, and she's coming to have dinner. Kind of a delayed, I tried to say delayed and belated all at once. Belated birthday celebration for me. So that'll be fun. She's treating me and Mom and Garrett to dinner, which is going to be lovely. And so I'm very much looking forward to that. But other than that, I think later maybe picking up a few groceries or something. That's really it. It's a bit later in the morning now. It's about 10:30. And just heard some weird noise. Anyway, I have my coffee and I'm going to drink my coffee and I'm going to take my pills, which is very important. I'm a little bit late this morning in taking my meds. But yeah, so reading update. On Thursday night, I finished reading The Au Pair Affair by Tessa Bailey, and I gave it 4 stars. I really enjoyed it. I will talk more about it on Monday when I do my wrap-up. But that's the last book that I finished. That's my 5th book of the month, and I think... Is it book 39 for the year? I think. I'm not absolutely certain. But yeah, so, and I've got like 4 or 5 books on the go right now because, of course I do. And that's all fine. It's all good. I'm not going to talk about them all right now. I'll talk about them like throughout the vlog, like as I do some reading on them. But what I plan on picking up right now, sorry for the little mess behind me, is of course Claudia and the Phantom Phone Calls, book 2 in the Babysitters Club series. Yeah, so looking forward to this one. I was doing some tidying up yesterday in the book room, and I have come across the first few books in the Sweet Valley Twins series, and I'm very excited because I didn't think I had them, and I did. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to add them to the mix of the rereads of the childhood favorite books that I'm reading, like I'm rereading through the Nancy Drew, Sweet Valley High, Babysitters Club, and I think I'm going to add Sweet Valley Twins to the mix. So yeah, I did the math. If I add up all the books in the Nancy Drew series, the Nancy Drew Files series, including the Super Mysteries, the ones that were done with the Hardy Boys, if I include the Sweet Valley High books, all of them, including the Super Editions and all the special ones that came out, the Babysitters Club with all the mysteries, the Super Mysteries, the Super Specials, all the extras, and the Sweet Valley Twins with all the extras and specials and all that stuff. When I added them all up together, the total count of all of those books. And like I said, I read these over 5 days. Like I take 5 days to read one of these. Like I could fly through this in a day, to be realistic, but I like to take my time with them. Just because I'm enjoying them, right? It would take me, it was either 8 or 9 years to read through all of them. So this is a big project that I've got going. This is a pretty epic project. So I think I added in originally the Sweet Valley University, which are not as many, and I think it took it like a little over 10 years. But I don't think I'm going to do the Sweet Valley University. I haven't decided yet, but still, it's going to be fun. So it'll be like every 4 months, every month I'll switch, it's every 6 books. So like I'm going to read the first 6 in the Babysitters Club, and then I'll read the first 6 in the Sweet Valley Twins. Then, because I've already read the first 6 in the Nancy Drew, I'll be reading books 7 through 12. You guys get what I'm saying, right? But I'll be adding in the super specials or the super editions and all those extra books where they fall in chronologically, like where they were published chronologically. That's my game plan. So anyway, that's kind of a little bit of a ramble about my childhood favorite books that I'm reading, but I am loving reading through these. And the Nancy Drew and the Sweet Valley, they're just so much fun. And I was so thrilled to find those books the other day or yesterday. So yay on that one. But anyway, that's it, you guys. I will check in with you later. Bye, everybody. Hello, my friends. It's about 11:30, and I am sitting here and going to start to do a little bit of cross stitch for today. Now, I did do some yesterday that, of course, I didn't show you because I didn't do the vlog. I filled in this little area here. So this, again, is Pretty Little San Francisco by Satsuma Street. So, yeah, I'm hoping to get this done and maybe start going back up here today. We shall see how much I get done. But I will show you guys the updated bit a little later. Bye. Hey friends, it is about 12:15 and I thought I'd come to you with a bit of a reading update. Instead of me giving you all the information at the end of the day or whatever, I would try and pop in throughout the day because I am rotating the books that I read. That's how I do my reading. I have 5 books on the go right now, but I read my bit in Claudia and the Phantom Phone Calls, so I will put that aside for today, and I will not be reading any more of that. But the other 4 books are the ones that I'm working my way through. So far this morning, I started a new book. And I started reading, oh my gosh, what's it called? Sorry, bear with me. It is called Riding Shotgun by Barb Hahn. It's actually the 2nd book in a series, and this is a Harlequin intrigue novel. And this is one of the box sets that I'm reading. So for those of you who don't know, I don't know if I've actually mentioned this. I'm reading through these box sets. So I'm going to be reading all the books in the intrigue line that were published in May of 2023. How do I decide which month and year I'm going to be doing? I do a random generator, to be completely honest. When I have finished a box set, like when I finished the Romantic Suspense box set that I finished last month, I literally had, my listening device here pick me a year. I asked for a random year. And then I asked for a random month. I knew I wanted to do intrigue because it is March Mystery Madness. So that's how I came up with May of 2023. And these are part of series. They are, whatever, but I read through the whole thing. So this is the first box set. So there's 3 books. There's 2 box sets for May because there's 6 books published each month for the intrigue line. So I'll read all 3 of these and I'll read all 3 of the 2nd box set. I'd like to get them all done in March. That sometimes happens. It may not, but I decided to start it now and work my way through them. So blah, 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 blah. So anyway, so I did start this one. And I'm only a chapter into it. I read that chapter while I was finishing taking my pills this morning after I did my, my bit of reading on, knocking my lamp over here on the Babysitters Club book. So, this is, what I've gathered so far from the first chapter. It's about our main character, Emerson, and she has come to this small town in Texas called, I think, Cider Creek in Texas, and she has found this photograph. I think her father has passed away. She was raised by a single dad, and she found this photograph of this woman holding her, and it's her mother, but she didn't think it was she didn't know this was her mom because growing up there was this picture of this other woman in the house that she was always told was her mother. So she's at this convenience store, which is where this picture was taken, outside of this convenience store in this small town in Texas. And she's trying to get some information off of the proprietor. And he seems a little annoyed that she's asking these questions. And there's this guy at the store named Rory who's like, hey, what's going on here? I've lived in this town my whole life. How can I help you? And, the story's going to kind of go from there. So we will see what happens. I'm interested. It sounds like the series is about a group of brothers, which is very typical for this kind of thing. So this is the 2nd book in the series. So when I finish this one, I'll add this to my series list and I'll go back and read book 1 and then work my way through the series, which is how I'm doing these. It's how it's working in my brain. I know to some of you, it'd be like, no, I can't do it, but this is how it's working for me. So I read a bit of that. And the other thing that I just read a bit of is The Sugarloaf Mix-Up by Rosemary Whitaker, which is the 2nd book in the Sugarloaf Bakery mystery series, romantic series, little romance series. It's a sweet romance. So this takes place in a small town called Honeywell in the UK. I haven't talked about this one a ton. So this one's really cute. It's about our main character, Abby, who returns home to Honeywell. This takes place 3 years after the first book in the series. And she ends up getting a job at the Sugarloaf Bakery. I don't want to give away too many spoilers for the first book, but she ends up working at the bakery, and she's home because her father had a stroke, and she's there to kind of help her mom and all those things. And so the mix-up part of the story just kind of came into play at the 50 or 60% mark, because it's about a baking competition called the Mix-Up, and it's all the bakeries in the local area participate in this competition called the Mix-Up, where they try to be the best bakery in the area, and they win this grand title and blah, 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 blah. So Chris, this guy that she ends up meeting and she's currently dating him, he's also a baker at a competing bakery. So the two of them are kind of like friendly competition kind of an idea. But anyway, it's really cute. I'm not 100% sure that I like Abby. I find she's very quick to temper, and she can be a little mean on occasion, but I really, really like her relationship with her dad. Like I said, her dad had a stroke, and the way that they talk, and the way she's kind of bringing him out and getting him to talk again and start to, engage with him again, like she's not placating him like a lot of people would after someone has something like that. Even though he can't talk, like she said in the book, like most people just come in and they talk to him about the weather or the traffic. He never cared about that. So she talks to him about all the other things that he cares about. And, she's making sure her mom gets out because her mom's been spending so much time looking after her dad. And she's like, her mother needs to get out and do stuff. So she, and her mom's like, oh, you guys can watch like, some frou-frou movie or something. And, and they're like, okay. And the mom goes out to book club and the daughter's like, hey, let's watch Alien, or let's watch, you know what I mean? And the dad's all excited about it, and she's feeding him donuts, which the mother's like got him on a very strict diet, and it's a lot of fun and it's really sweet. But I'm not 100% outside it. Like the way Abby treats her boyfriend, I'm not loving, but the way she is with her dad, I think is delightful. So anyway, so that is my reading update for right now. I will check in with you guys later. Bye. Hi friends, quick Stitchy update. It is much later in the evening, and this is basically what I have gotten done. Is this little area here, and then I started working up here, and then tomorrow I'm hoping to start going across here a little bit. So yeah, it is late, and I'm going to be putting this away, but I got about 150 stitches done today, so I'll call that a win. Hello friends, it is much later in the evening. It is almost 8 o'clock and I'm coming to you with the final clip of the vlog. I literally just showed you guys my cross stitch about 2 seconds ago, and yeah, I have not done any reading at all since I last talked to you. My aunt came over and she came over just after 3. We had a lovely dinner. It was so nice seeing her, and I just got back from driving her home. So here we are. I'm going to relax for the rest of the night. I am exhausted. I did a lot today. Even though I don't feel like I did a lot today. We did go out to the grocery store, and, my aunt came over, so visiting, and it takes a lot out of you. It doesn't seem like a lot, but I don't realize how fatigued I can get, how quickly, I feel good, but I'm tired. So, especially with the time change tonight too, I think maybe getting to bed a little bit earlier might be a good idea. We'll see. We'll see if I actually do get to bed earlier or not. But anyway, yeah, so that's about it, my friends. Thank you all so much for watching. If you're not subscribed, please do subscribe and hit like on the video if you enjoyed it. And until my next video, everybody, take care and happy reading. Thank you all so much for watching. Bye, guys.